Laura Howe, take 4. So Laura, do you think the Holocaust and other genocides should be taught in schools, and why?
Yes, I think they should be. I think it's important that, elementary schools or middle schools? Or all schools?
When should they be taught?
Well, I think it should be taught in all elementary, middle, and high school because it's important not to repeat history, but you can't teach elementary schools kids about, like, murder, like what they actually did, so you have to be careful.
Mm-hmm. Good answer. All right, so so why would we learn about the Holocaust and other genocides if it doesn't prevent genocides from happening in the world today?
So I think it raises awareness about genocide, so we can't stop them. But now, as opposed to in the Holocaust, people didn't really know this was wrong necessarily. They were doing genocide in the United States at the same time to birth control and stuff. That was the birth control movement, if you didn't know, at a similar time. And then once it came out that Hitler was doing this, that all of a sudden it turned itself, and people were like, oh, this is bad. So it's actually teaching people that it's bad. It's raising awareness as opposed to people just thinking it's a way to control population because that wasn't common theory back then.
Expand on this birth control Holocaust?
No, it was a way for population control. So they thought that poor people need to be on birth control because they shouldn't have babies and they're reproducing too quickly. So they were actually pushing to legalize birth control for the sheer fact of stopping poor people from having children.
Interesting.
And that stopped once Hitler came out and people realized it was bad. Then they were like, oh shoot, we were doing the same thing.
All right, wealth of knowledge. So name 3 other genocides besides the Holocaust.
Darfur. Shoot.
Who's your favorite Spice Girl?
Posh Spice.
Posh Spice. All right. Thanks, Laura.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name is Bridget Tate, and I'm a psych major.
When did you first learn about the Holocaust?
When did I first learn about it?
Yeah.
In middle school.
Do you know how you learned about it?
In history class.
Okay.
Probably.
Do you think...
And I read books and stuff. Big reader.
Big reader, yeah. Huge reader. Do you think that the Holocaust and other genocides should be taught in class or in school?
Absolutely.
Why?
I mean, it's a huge part of our history, and it I feel like America gets involved in all these things too. So I feel like we're very involved in it. So our kids should know about it too.
So what age do you think the best time to start learning about the Holocaust would be?
Well, I think a brief introduction of it in middle school is good, but then go more in depth in high school.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so why teach about genocides then if it doesn't prevent them from happening? Because obviously there's some going on right now, and there has been in the past.
Well, I mean, I think it's definitely good to get the knowledge out. A lot of people don't even know what it is, but it's good to teach people about it. And then also, if you teach people about it, it can maybe propel them to help other people or try and get involved somehow.
Okay. And name 3 genocides besides the Holocaust. If you can.
The genocide in Darfur, Rwanda, the genocide in Rwanda, and the I can't name it.
Can't name 3?
Well, I mean the Holocaust.
Besides the Holocaust. Good though. Is that it?
There's another one, but I can't think of it. I'm sure there's lots.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Those are
thank
the
you,
only two I can
Bridget.
think.
Ethan Ferris, take 5. So Ethan, do you think that the Holocaust should be taught in schools, and why?
Yeah, I think it's definitely really important to learn about the Holocaust, especially because it was so recent and it had such an effect on the world today.
So why should we learn about the Holocaust and other genocides, even if they don't prevent future genocides from happening?
I think to raise awareness, and although it may not prevent future genocides, I think we're definitely making progress. And as a whole, I think we can learn by our mistakes.
Name 2 genocides besides the Holocaust.
Darfur, Rwanda.
You got any more?
No.
Kareen, take 5. Kareen, what's your major?
Psychology.
And what is your background on the Holocaust,
Um,
if you have one?
the education I've learned in the things I've learned in school and the things I've learned from my family because my dad's family is Jewish.
Okay. When did you first learn about the Holocaust?
Very briefly, a nicer version of it when I was a kid, but then probably in more detail, maybe like 5th or 6th grade.
Hmm.
Is that when people learn about the Holocaust?
Okay. And do you think the Holocaust and genocide should be taught in schools, and why?
Yes, because I think it's a really important aspect of history, and even if people aren't personally affected by it, it's still something that affects such a large group of people that it needs to be known.
What age do you think kids should start learning about them?
Maybe like middle school age.
Okay. Why teach about genocides if it doesn't prevent them from happening?
Because it's still a very important part of history, and even if it can't prevent them from happening, people still need to be aware of it because pretending like it didn't happen won't help us at all in the future.
Okay, and name 3 genocides besides the Holocaust.
Bosnia, Darfur, Rwanda. I
Nice.
think those are the only ones I know.
Okay,
Just
thank
thought
you,
of those off the
Kareen.
top of my head.
So, do you think the Holocaust should be taught in schools, and why?
Yeah, I do. I think that it's important for kids to learn about history regardless of how violent it is. It's part of life. It's part of our culture. If they don't learn about it, they'll be naive and yes.
All right, so why learn about the Holocaust and genocides in general if it doesn't prevent genocides from happening?
I think that a lot of things can't be prevented, so just because it won't prevent them from happening doesn't mean that people shouldn't learn about them. I think there's a lot of things that happen in America that can't be prevented, but we have to learn about those too. Yeah.
All right, and last one here. Name 2 other genocides besides the Holocaust.
Wasn't there one in Rwanda? Yep. And I don't know about another one.
Just one?
Yep.
All right, you need a lifeline?
Yeah, I need a lifeline.
All right, you're not getting one.
Okay.
Thank you, Haley. Do you think Holocaust should be taught in schools?
Yes, I do think that they should be taught in schools.
Why?
I think that it's good to understand what's happened in history, and I think it's good to understand based a lot off of the fact that it happened to other people and their ancestors, and so it's important to understand what's happened to the people around you in their history.
Nice. So why learn about Holocaust and genocides in general if it doesn't prevent them from happening in the world today?
Because it's still important in interpersonal relationships. If you have friends who have ancestors who have gone through it, it's still important to understand where those people came from.
Okay. And name 3 genocides besides the Holocaust.
Rwanda, Bosnia. Okay, something's going on in Syria? Is that what I keep saying? I don't know if it's a genocide, but something's happening there.